Hello, and welcome back to 7th Crown Tarot. If you're new here, my name's Louise. I do pick-a-card readings as well as channeled readings. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for returning. We're going to be doing a pick-a-card reading today, and I'm going to show you 3 different objects. Depending on which one you're attracted to will be the one that's for you. So as you can see, we have our topic down below. Who's thinking about you right now, and what are they thinking? So let's get started, and I'm just going to show you the 3 different objects. So pile number 1 is the baby's breath. So cute. I love this stuff. Pile number 2 is this fall leaf. And pile number 3, I've got a dried rose. So whichever one you feel called to, it's going to be your pile. You could watch all 3, maybe 2, whatever you feel like watching. So pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Okay? Jump to the timestamp down below and that'll be your reading. Okay, pile number 1, you chose the baby's breath. This is going to be your reading. I don't know if this is relevant at all, but for some reason, SpongeBob is coming up. So maybe this person's really interested in SpongeBob. Maybe you really like SpongeBob. There's some sort of significance there. What is it that pile number 1's person is thinking about them right now? What does pile number 1's person think about them right now? A lot. They're thinking about you a lot. They're juggling something right now. They're juggling a choice that they need to make with you. They don't want to have their guard up anymore. There's some sort of mental prison that they're in right now that's making them have to have their guard up with, I think, somebody else in their life. We do have a King of Wands in the reverse. And you come up as the Empress in this person's life, so they love you very much. This person loves you very much. It sounds like, to me, this feels like a counterpart energy. Maybe this is somebody that you're dating currently that looks at you as like wife material, or husband material, switch it how it resonates. But this is somebody who looks at you as spouse material, basically, and they want to be the one pursuing you, but they kind of feel like there is some sort of block in between you and them at the moment. Could be some sort of jealousy coming from this King of Wands. But it's almost not even jealousy, it's like a possessiveness. So this person is very territorial over this person that is in your life. And they almost feel like you're opening their eyes to something that they're doing. Like this person is manipulating them. And this King of Wands character, they're manipulating your person. So they're trying to create burdens for this person constantly so that this person can never... Okay, this is interesting. So let me try to explain this. So it's like they feel very heavily towards you. Like they have a lot of emotions towards you, excuse me. But what they're trying to do, this other person, is they're trying to create more emotions around them than your person has towards you. in order to distract them from you, to take priority. So that one, see, he's staring at this one, but the reason this one is lower is like that's almost like you right now, but they're staring at you. And this person's really panicking, and they're trying to create more and more and more burdens for this person. So your person sees you as like a way out, but in the sense that when they see their life with you, they see their life being really abundant. They see their life being full of joy and calm. It's like this feeling of nothing in this world matters but us. And this almost seems like a divine counterpart. Yeah. There's a new opportunity coming in here for the both of you. And I think this person really senses that. And I think it's kind of like they've reached the next chapter of this relationship, and they want to give you that cup. Like they want to give you that next phase of the relationship. But they have to close out this last chapter. And so it's like they're thinking about you heavily, but they're thinking about you with like this thing in the back of their head. Of like, man, if only I didn't have to deal with this other person. That's just demanding and pushy and wants things all to themselves. I get a sense of entitlement from this person that's around. Ooh, okay, I got a message from this. So the person that is in your person's life has a sense of entitlement that you don't have. It's like you're the good parts of. You're all okay. So I don't know why I'm having such a hard time getting these words out. Maybe this person is really struggling to talk about how they feel with this other person. But what I was going to say is that this other person does have good qualities. And by other person I mean like in their life. In your person's life. That they admire, like they love about this person. And you have those qualities without having the qualities that they wish that this other person didn't have. And so they see that they don't have to compromise with you because you give them calm, you give them peace, you give them that quiet to just think about their life and how they can grow. You want to see this person grow. And I think that's something that this other person doesn't want for them. So there's a little bit of like a triangle happening here. But this person in your life that's thinking about you, sorry, I see you can't see that. They see fulfillment with you. And they see this portal opening up in front of you too. It's really happy. So what is pile number one's person thinking about them? They're thinking about how to walk away from this. Oh, wow. They're thinking about how to walk away from this situation without hurting the person, but also without. They almost feel like they can't not hurt this person if they walk away from them and walk towards you. So there's like this feeling of dread I get from their end, that they're gonna have to be seen as a shitty person, or they're gonna have to get over their fear of being seen as a shitty person by this person that really does seem toxic. And I mean, that's gotta be a toxic person if they don't want your person to grow. Sorry, I'm just gonna drink some water. Oh, my throat's like closing up. So this person could be using a lot of manipulation tactics that they've used for a long time in order to try to trap them. I almost sense also that this person is telling them, you won't be able to survive without me. You won't, like, you know, just trying to inject a lot of negative beliefs into them. Maybe this is something that your person is realizing is what they have, and that's stopping them from stepping into this partnership that they have with you. That they have a lot of negative core beliefs around relationships, that they always have to be dependent on whoever this outside person is. And this is strategic. This is like a trauma response, you know? Like, I know I throw that out a lot on this channel, but a lot of the toxic things that we do as adults, you know, they stem from us being wounded as kids and not knowing how to communicate our wounding and not knowing how to properly get our needs met without going about it in some sort of like really manipulative way. When we're not healed, that's what we do. We manipulate. I see you coming off as very patient to this person. And they're so grateful to you for that. They are so grateful that you've shown them the amount of patience and love that you have, because you're really shining, like your character is really shining right now. As like what you're doing right now is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're doing your own thing. You're standing there happily filling your own cup, not expecting this person to fill your own cup. And I don't get the sense that you're waiting, because I almost feel like this person is showing you that they're committed and that they're taking steps towards doing the right thing to, I guess, prove themselves. But I don't think that that's funny, because that's what they're thinking. They're thinking, oh, I have to prove myself to my pile number one. Like, they need to know that I'm dedicated and that I will go to the ends of the earth for them. And I get that it's mutual, you know? You'll go to the ends of the earth for them too. Just as we look at that. The Three of Wands. This guy is choosing. He's choosing to go into a different direction. And it might be scary, but it's worth it. So your person is thinking about you as like a really high valued person. And I just saw 1414. So that could be a message for somebody. And I think we need one more card. One more card, Spirit. What does pile number one's person think of them? What does pile number one's person think of them? Is this an expression? Smooth like gravy. I don't know. I got that expression. Maybe your voice is very comforting to them. And they really like coming to you and talking to you and being comforted by you, and not in like a weird way, but just in like knowing that everything's going to be okay. When they talk to you, they know that everything's going to be okay. So this person sees you as a very, very smart, wise person. They really look up to you. You're like, they kind of almost put you on a pedestal, but not quite, because they're not putting you above them. They really admire you, and they see you as really beautiful, like inside and out. To the people around you especially, they see the way that you treat people, big and small. They see how freely you share yourself with the world, and they love that about you. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for the cards there. Now, I want to pull some Lover's Oracle, because this deck is awesome. What is it that my pile number one's person thinks about them? I want to be different, and I am the man in reverse. So they want to feel like the man. They want to, or a woman, like whoever this person is. They want to be different. They want to step up to the plate and really deliver on their promises, I'm hearing. They have this ideal version of what they want with you. Wow, that was interesting. Show you what I just pulled. I pulled, I'm afraid to lose you, and I'm scared of rejection in reverse. I'm afraid to lose you is something that they could have some sort of like rejection wound or a fear of rejection, but it's a wound, right? So it's something that like nags at them, and I get that, you know, it comes from like a deeper source of pain from like the past. But then I'm scared of rejection in reverse. Almost gives me like, they're not necessarily actually scared of rejection, because of the fact that they know that you won't reject them. They know that you're in it for the long haul. They can see, it's almost like you've projected this thing into the future that's going to exist, and they see how sure you are in the future with you two, that they see that too. And so they feel like they can let go of that fear of rejection, because they won't be rejected by you. They know they can rely on your love to be there. Okay, so I'm going to pull one last card, and this is going to be from the Healing Waters Oracle book. So what is it that my pile number one's person wants? What is it that my pile one's person, their higher self, like that, the higher self of the person that is thinking about them, what is it that they want pile number one to know? I hope that made sense. Let it go. Release the past, forgive, soften, and move forward. Yeah, they're ready to move on to a future where it's just you and them, where everything is okay and you guys don't have to worry. They also see you letting go of a lot of toxic things that are in your life, which is why they have so much admiration for you. That's where we got that from before. They want to do the same thing. It's just that they're having a really hard time with it, because it's painful letting go of somebody that you love. It's painful letting go of somebody that you know isn't good for you, but you know that you have to. Okay, well, that's your reading, pile number 1. I hope that you enjoyed it. And that was a message to you from... Sorry, let me look at that again. I think this is... Yeah, okay, so I guess the emphasis in that case would be that they really admire your ability to let go and tap into what your higher self is telling you to do and who to let go of. All these toxic people. They're saying that they really admire you, and I don't know, you're a real example for them. Okay, well, that was your reading, pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here. I also have private readings open if you're interested, and if this is where I leave you, have a good morning, good evening, good night, whenever I see you next. Bye! Hello, pile number 2. You chose this pretty little autumn leaf, and we're gonna find out what does the person on your mind, or what do they think of you, even if you don't have a person on your mind. What do they think of you? What do they think of you? Got the Queen of Cups. I sense a lot of frustration here, in that there's like an inability to move forward. Not sure what that is. And it's because of a lack of self-reflection or a lack of accepting important lessons. Judgment in reverse. So you got the Queen of Cups, the Hermit, the World, and Judgment all in reverse. You can't really see that. There we go. So I see a lot of like self-deprecation here too. This person compares themselves to you, and they're afraid of your judgment. They feel really far away from you. They feel like you're in your own little world, and it really hurts. They're waiting for you to message them or to contact them, and whether or not you actually want to is like, it's a different thing altogether, because they come up as the Page of Cups and you come up as the Queen of Cups. So they feel really inferior. They feel like they can't really give you what you give to them or to others. They wish they could come towards you with some sort of option that would be attractive towards you, or like for you, but they just don't feel like they can do it because they have like an inability to be able to open up because of past hurt. And so this kind of keeps them in like a loop. It keeps them in like a loop of thinking that things will always be bad, and that they have to like conserve their energy. What does pile number 2's person think about pile number 2? They think you're really wise to stay away from them. Wow, what a message. This is probably something super deep down. Or, yeah. They must have done something. They must have done something because now you're really apprehensive towards them. And they feel like they can't stand... They don't stand a chance against what it is that you bring. Like, they can't come up against you, is what I'm trying to say. Because, again, here they come up as the Page of Swords against an Ace of Swords. An Ace of Swords is arguably like, you know, it's like the sword from God. So they see you as divinely guided and divinely protected. So I'm almost sensing that this person was doing something to you to try to hurt you, but you blocked them from it. Or maybe God blocked them from it in your life. And because we have 2 aces. What does pile number 2's... Am I shaking the... Oh, I am. Sorry. I'm just gonna move this back a little bit. There we go. Sorry about that. What does pile number 2's individual person, whoever this is, what do they think of pile number 2? Again, we have 3 pages. They want to come back. They want to come back towards you. But again, they're just like they're wanting to come back and invest in you, but they don't feel like you'll do the same. Because they're right to think that, because you're on a whole nother level. You're on a whole nother level. You've gone beyond this relationship because you've realized that it's not good for you. But I don't think that this person realizes this entirely. They almost like they fear it, but they don't know it to be true. So you know, they're like apprehensive about coming towards you. So maybe they'll be asking to talk to you soon, but I almost feel like their ego's too big for this. And they know that as soon as they come to talk to you, like, you'll suss them out. Because again, you're coming up as a high priestess, and this person is coming with like an offer, right? But the offer is kind of... There's something off about it. It seems like bait. This offer seems like bait, and they know that you can smell the waters now. In the past, maybe something had happened where... You know that expression where they say that sharks can smell blood in the water? They almost feel like you can smell the blood in the water. Like when they do something to lure you in, like you can tell that they're trying to lure you in. As opposed to other people in the past that they've been able to keep them in this cycle. So what is it that this person thinks of my pile number 2? Anything else? You have your guard up around this person now? And they see you becoming more abundant every single day. And as you become more abundant, you stray farther and farther away from their influence. And they're not liking this. They're not liking this. They want to keep you stuck. I've got the Empress. They want to take your abundance away in some way. And they want to do this because they're avoiding self-reflection. they're avoiding this relationship from like disintegrating entirely. They don't want to see this. Sorry, I was just checking my incense. They don't want to see this relationship, or they don't want to admit to themselves that this relationship's dead now. And so they're trying to like manipulate you into whatever offer they're giving you here. They're trying to think about ways that they could come towards you in order to like inject fear around whatever new chapter is coming in your life that you can definitely handle, because you're the Queen of Cups, you're the Empress. Like, your cards here tell me that you've got a lot of abundance in your life, and they're just unhappy to see this. On the other side of it, though, there's also this King of Wands. This could also be... Okay, you know what? This is kind of tying into pile number 1. So if you did feel called to it, I think this might be like a continuation of pile number 1. Because we did get the King of Wands in reverse with that one. But this feels like the character that we talked about in pile number 1. So this is somebody that's closely related to you, that is also related to this person that's thinking about you, and they don't want to lose this person, this King of Wands. This King of Wands could be another fire sign. They don't have to be, but it's a very masculine, commanding energy that also doesn't want to see an ending. But in doing so, it's okay, I see, and the Empress is right here. So this was the same card that we got in pile number 1 too, but it's in reverse. So resisting this ending with this person, like this, the person that's thinking about you is trying to stop an ending from happening, because they don't even care about you necessarily. Like, I don't get that they actually care about you. There's like a whole lot of effort here for... Like, I almost feel out of breath when talking about this. It's like, okay, well, maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that, maybe I'll do this. They don't usually put in this much work. But for some reason, the relationship that you and this person has is so important to them. On the outside, this person can be very consumed with thoughts of how other people will perceive them, that they're like desperate. They're desperate at this point to stop this relationship from collapsing, because they don't want to seem a certain way to the outside world. They don't want people to start asking questions. They don't want their whole image to come crumbling down. There's a whole lot of ego here. And this person's unhappy with the fact that they can't make you budge, because you're tapped into the divine. You're tapped into the relationship that you have here with this other person. Okay, so what is it that pile number 2, the person that's thinking of pile number 2, or maybe pile number 2 is thinking about them, what are they thinking about them? Two cards fell onto a garbage bag. I'm afraid to lose you. I said lose me. This person could be projecting a lot onto you. It's almost like there's a sense of enmeshment here. So they get their value from other people. Like the person that is thinking about you, or the person this reading is about, they get their sense of value from other people's experiences in life. This person gave up on themselves, basically. You're so different from everyone around me. So I think this person also can tell that you're in their life for a reason, and they messed it up. Because now maybe they're starting to see a lot of karma coming towards them. And they're thinking that they can avoid the karma by giving you another offer, and maybe you'll accept them this time. But that's not how karma works. Like, whatever bed you make, you have to lay in it. You can't just do something awful to someone and then go back, apologize to them, and then do it again. You know, like, that's... You just have to do better with things going forward. Anyway, so we're gonna get you a card. If this person's higher self could talk to you, what is it that they would want to say to you? Celebration, fun, unbridled joy, open heart. So, this person might be plus sized. I also get that this is how you make this person feel. Celebration, fun, joy, their heart's open. This could also be like how they see you. Maybe you're plus size, maybe you're not. But they see you as like really smart and vulnerable. And they wish that they could be that. Because they aren't. Because of the pain. They have noticed from being around you, like you've taught them, just from being around them, that in contrast to how they live, this is how they live, with a broken heart. That you live in joy, that you live in happiness and abundance, and you let your inner child shine while they hide them away. Okay, so that is for you. That was your reading, pile number 2. And I also have private readings open, kind of in this style, whatever you want to ask. And if this is where I leave you, have a good morning, good evening, good night, and I'll see you again soon. Bye! Okay, pile number 3. Ooh, my hand's very shaky there. You picked the rose. Very cool. Oh, also I was going to read the rose, because I didn't do that with the other piles, and this is the only one that I'm doing this with. So whoever it is that's thinking about you, they watch you very closely. They admire you. And like, even when they haven't thought about you for a while, like, there's something here where it's like you'll live on in their mind. So this could be somebody that you no longer talk to. This could be somebody that you either cut out of your life, but whoever it is, they see you as very beautiful. You got the star. Wow, this person thinks you are stunning. This person could be a Cancer. Knight of Pentacles. What does pile number 3's person think of them? person feels really immature compared to you. And yeah, I definitely get that they feel very immature. And they wish they could give you all that you deserve. I get strong masculine in this pile. So this feels like a masculine energy. I'm not talking about male or female, I'm just saying masculine energy. So this could be a woman. But whoever this person is, they see you as absolutely stunning. And they might be doing stuff. I don't know if they're doing stuff to themselves. It's not gonna go down that road because I don't want to take it down that road. But this person definitely has a lot of fond memories about you. They think about how you made them feel. You made them feel really powerful. And they loved talking to you. Like, the conversations that you guys had were really enlightening, and they always learned something new from every conversation. And they felt like time slowed down when they talked to you. It felt very freeing as well to talk to you. And this person might believe that you're their counterpart, or maybe they just felt, wow, 2 2s. They felt like you two were on equal ground. So we got 2 2 here. But for some reason that wasn't enough for them. So this could be something that they're thinking about in the past. Like, why did I do that? Things were good, and then, yeah, so I definitely get them replaying a lot of memories. It's like things were good, and then they made a choice to invest elsewhere. Let's just say that. And it wasn't the right decision. Because we got the double in reverse. But I think that this person has let go of a lot of those traits. They could also be a Capricorn. I'm getting that as well. They could be a fire sign. I get that this person kind of uses, so this seems like a really old relationship, or maybe you guys just haven't spoken for a really long time, but this person gives me the vibes of like almost like an ex or something, someone who like lost their chance. Those are the phrase that I get in my head. It's like they lost their chance and now they're just watching from afar. They're watching you be the star from afar. How poetic. This person could be a romantic person, a very romantic person. And the funny thing is that they walked away from happiness, and they can only see that now that they look back at the situation that you and them had and the choices that they made. So they walked away from the relationship thinking that it would make them happier and that the grass would be greener on the other side, only to find out that they messed everything up, they missed their chance, and now they're kind of just like stuck in thoughts of you. Well, too bad. You know, you get chances with people and you either take them or you don't. And it just seems like this person is really stagnant right now. Like nothing's moving in their life. They don't feel creative. And they don't want to feel this way anymore. But I almost get like that they're watching your social media or something like that. Maybe you have social media and they're seeing how happy you are in your life. And it's really upsetting to them. And they cry over it. Like, ooh, that was really weird. I got this like this feeling for a moment of like dizziness. Like you don't have to worry about me. It was just like it was a reading thing. Like I got this feeling of like they watch how happy you are and it makes them sob uncontrollably. Because they could have had that, but instead they made the decisions that they made. And it ended them up in the situation they're in. So what else does my pile number 3's person think of them? They think about all the things they shouldn't have done. 5 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles. These are both in reverse. They're saying to themselves now, after everything, man, you know, I probably shouldn't have been so cutting with my words, or I shouldn't have been so deceptive. I shouldn't have been so stingy with everything in my life. Maybe it was some sort of like physical. Physical can mean many things. So I'm just gonna list a few. This could be like sexual, it could be financial, it could even be I'm also getting like emotional for this for some reason. Like this person could have been very stingy emotionally, not wanting to communicate properly, and now they're really regretting it. They're really regretting it because they didn't set that foundation. And you jumped out of the tower before it fell down. You allowed it to fall with this person in it. So you allowed this person to self-destruct. Because you saw the problem for what it was. And instead of staying there, you did the right thing. And you got away from them. And now you're happy. You did the right things. I think this person is in quite a bit of denial, too. They're in denial about the fact that it's not going to happen again in the future. So this person could be in a state of waiting, which is why they're so like fixated and obsessive over thinking about you. This definitely feels, I mean, I'm not going to say karmic because I don't get like super bad vibes from this person. So it's not like they're a bad person. It's just that they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit? What does pile number 3's person think of them? I don't want to be alone, and why do I feel so lost? This person feels really alone right now. I can't make a decision. Ooh, I really hope they're not trying to come towards you. Or this person might rely on asking people's advice to constantly make their decisions for them. And their life is a mess right now. So this almost is giving me karma. Maybe they did something really awful to you. Sorry, now it's a bit dark in here. Maybe they did something really awful to you, and now they're experiencing karma. I don't know what that's about. Could you please clarify that, Spirit? What does that mean? My life is a mess right now. Could you please clarify that? Why is your life a mess right now? So this is an explanation of how they lost you. They were afraid to lose you, but at the same time, they would make you feel like you're too much. Even though it was... I'm not going to say that it was like the amount that you were. It was good for this person, but that's kind of what I'm getting from this. It's like the amount of you-ness that you were putting into this relationship. Like, the only reason that it was hard for them is because they had a lot of unresolved trauma that they still haven't resolved. They haven't addressed it, and they think that things are just going to improve magically. Well, you didn't stay there, and it seems here that you've worked on your trauma. Because if you were originally attracted to this person, and you tried, like, that probably, you were probably attracted to them because of some sort of trauma that you were working through at the moment, and then you worked through it. You found your abundance, you found the things that you deserve because you kept saying no to things you didn't deserve. And this person is still stuck there. This person, not only are they stuck there, but it's gotten worse. They've dug themselves a deeper hole because they keep avoiding what it is that they have to be doing. I'm going to get a final card here. If pile number 3's person, if their higher self could speak to pile number 3, what is it that they would want them to know? What is it that they would want pile number 3 to know about them? Or they had a message for them. I've got 2 cards here. Releasing the old, energetic tune-up, and new beginnings. Plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. Their higher self is really proud of you for leaving this person. And that sounds awful, but our higher selves always want us to be learning, to be, graduating, to go to the next level. And they really want the person that's thinking of you to release the old. Like, if you can see that at the bottom there, it says release the old. And this person isn't doing that. And they're saying, when you do this, like, maybe you should stop obsessing over this person and start using this person as an example for what happens when you release. Because this one says plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life, which is you. That's what you've received now that you've become like a master of release, a master of change. You've become very accepting of things that need to change. The moment that you know that there is something that needs to be released, like, it's always going to be hard. It is always going to be hard. But you've got this kind of foundation now that is really shining. It's shining through. Like, there's something about you where people realize how many things you've had to let go of and how powerful of a person you are. I'm getting like a person here that's like a thought leader. So I definitely get like a strong social media presence here, or like a strong leader presence. If you're not on social media, don't, apply it how it fits. But I get someone here that is leading a group of people, but because of the fact that they're open to sharing these things that they've learned. So congratulations on that. People really admire you. And it seems like so does this person. But, oh, did I say the second half of what I was going to say with that? Yeah, they need to stop obsessing over you and start using you as an example. If I didn't say that. That's what was in my head. Sometimes I go partial sentences and then don't fully finish them, and then I watch it back and I'm like, wait, I didn't finish my sentence. What was I going to say? No one will ever know. Okay, well, that was your reading, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed it and it helped in some way. If you feel called to watch any of the other piles, go ahead and do so. This one didn't seem very connected to any of the other piles, so yeah. But if this is where I leave you, have a good morning, good evening, good night, whenever I see you next. Bye!